All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So tomorrow is patch day, and there were some major updates that I wanted to talk about, and usually I just don't really bother covering all this, but I figured I'd let you guys know because some of these are actually pretty important. And let's talk about this. So we're going to be talking about the major updates that are happening and why it's important. So first of all, revamped skill add-ons. So as you guys know, all the classes are getting a little change in skills or add-ons, and so everything is probably going to be changed across the board tomorrow. They already announced that all your add-ons are going to be reset, all your saved presets and everything. So I think it's something to keep in mind. So if you don't remember what your skill add-ons are right now, make sure to take a screenshot before tomorrow. That's also why I wanted to let you guys know in advance. But overall tomorrow, when we look at them, for DK at least, I'll try to make a video and look at all of them just to point you guys in the right direction of what I think is good and what's not. So yeah, I think the balance changes that they made on the global labs that we talked about a few days ago was reflected off of the skill add-ons, and that's why the DK Awakening is getting nerfed a little bit. But I don't know, that's my speculation. So just wanted to make sure to let you know that if you don't remember your add-ons, make sure to take a screenshot of it today, and we'll be looking at the new changes tomorrow. Next, we have the Ulita Prelude quests. I always thought this was kind of weird because you know how when they come out with a new region, usually the story comes first and then all the grind spots and stuff after. With Ulita, we just got 2 grind spots, which I have actually been here for like the past 70 hours trying to go for this dumb telescope. And now there might actually be a reason to be here. And it's really interesting because this Ulita area is considered one of the hardest high-end spots there is so far. And realistically, it's not that bad. It's just kind of like they put a high AP requirement for some reason. The mechanics don't even work the same way it does normally, but either way, there's going to be some Prelude quests, and we'll be doing that as well. Hopefully they put in some work for it, so it's interesting. Next, added the Hollow Marietta, the Siren of the Ocean. This is actually something I really wanted to do, because I haven't done any notable sailing in the past, 2 years. Ever since I got my Carrack, I just kind of burnt myself out of sailing, so every now and then I just do some casual bartering, but that's it. And yeah, I wanted to do the new Siren boss, and apparently they're changing the timer for that. So before it spawned like a random world boss, well, you know how world bosses are random spawn, whereas like the field, wait, hold on, world bosses are like Zarka, Kudum, and all that stuff. Field bosses are the ones that spawn at a random time and on specific channels. So I think they're changing the time to be set, and it tells you a 10-minute warning or 1 hour since it's been killed or something. So I actually want to do that ocean boss at some point just to see what it's all about. And yeah, that's cool. Next, we have the improved Black Shrine bosses and rewards. So if you are on NA, I don't know about any other servers, this week our rewards have been bugged. So it's people have been getting duplicates, and so we weren't allowed to claim our rewards. So ideally tomorrow we should get last week's rewards, and then they're going to be changing it so we get improved rewards for the bosses going forward. So I think I read a little bit of how they're changing some bosses. They're doing some tweaks with the Golden Pig boss. And it wasn't really notable, but I mean, if they're changing the rewards and hopefully for the better, that's good. And that's all I want to talk about for that one. Added a new Garmoth's Heart quest. So this is actually a huge thing that I think is really notable because, one, you know how there's thousands of pre-orders on the Garmoth's Heart right now, right? So I think they're changing it from 9.1 billion to 20 billion on the central market, which I think is good. I saw a screenshot earlier of Korea and how they have theirs at 20 billion already, right? And there are Garmoth's Hearts just sitting there, which I think is a really good thing. So hopefully all of you guys are able to get your Garmoth's Heart within the next few weeks or so. And so far, there's only like 2 ways to get the Garmoth's Heart. One being getting it from the boss directly, which is extremely dumb and really low drop rate. And then the other one is doing the guarantee quest line, the Ulita one, I believe. And I think the hardest part of that one is going to maneuver like, I don't know, a couple hundred times just to get all the scales and then do the other things. So if they're adding a new Garmoth's Heart quest, I believe it's doing the 3 dailies, and then you get some like pity pieces for it. I think that's overall good. And yeah, now that I have 4 Garmoths, well, I've had them for a while, but if you can get more, that's cool. I'll just sell them to the market once the price goes to max, and hopefully everyone else can get theirs as well. And simplified the Blackstar gear crafting quest. I personally think Blackstar gear, as in like the armor pieces, not the weapons, are kind of not so good, because the way it works is if you are going for Fallen God, which is currently the best in slot, like Labresca, Fallen God, Dawn Gloves, I think what you should do is go for the boss gear route and then get it to Pen Cappers 10. I don't know how it is in every market and every server, because like Cappers prices are different, and obviously it depends on how you make it. But I've always realized that crafting Blackstar armors is not even close to equivalent in value, because you have to get the Blackstar gear to Pen, and then that's how you convert it over to Fallen God. So the fact that they're simplifying the crafting quest doesn't mean it's good anymore, or like it's good at all. I still think everyone should either save up money and buy the Labresca, because that just skips all the process, or go the Pen Cappers 10 route for whatever piece you're going for. And so, yeah, I don't know how they're simplifying it, but I would still not craft Blackstar armor. Weapons are fine. You can continue doing that as usual, but just the armors are kind of like a new player trap, I would say. And then finally, we have the increased board and disembark distance. I never really had an issue with that, but now it's better, so that's cool. But anyway, we had some major updates today, and I thought that was something worth talking about. So mostly for the skill add-ons, make sure to take a screenshot of what you have if you don't memorize it out as well, even though things will be changing tomorrow and we'll be looking at the new updates. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty exciting. Make sure to claim your Black Shrine rewards tomorrow if you're in NA. I don't know about the other servers, but NA was bugged this week, so I couldn't collect my rewards. And I'm excited to see the changes for Garmoths. I really do hope everyone else can get theirs, and it's a pretty big change when you go for a few of them. And some people might be upset that it's 20 billion going forward, but truly I think that like 20 billion for one Garmoth's Heart is good, and you need like 3 or 4. Well, I guess it depends what you need. So you need at least 2 of them, right? And then you get your third one from like a Blackstar or your Kudum. So your 2 offhands, 1 awakening, and then the 4th one is if you play a shy only, then you would need it because you can't tag the awakening weapon. But yeah, at least 2 for most people, 3 if you are a pretty serious player, and 4 if you just play everything. And so yeah, I think up in the future, we'll be trying out the new ocean boss, and I, to be honest, have no idea where it even spawns. So yeah, that's about it. So with that said, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you guys come back. I make videos for basically new players, returning players, and people who are just looking to get better. And we got some more cool stuff coming up in the future, and I'll see you then. Peace!